It's the first day of school. Are you excited? Because I am thrilled. I just went on a walk with my mom. And so now I'm going to take a shower, get changed, pack my book bag, which I probably should have done yesterday. That's my business. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I'm going to take a shower and I'll be back to fill you in on the deets. So like I was saying, today is literally the first day of classes. I am actually at the library because time was going by so fast as I was trying to pack my book bag, and I realized that I'm trying to put so much stuff in there. Anyway, it's really nice in here. Let me show you. We got a little TV, got a little whiteboard, and then this is the table that I'm sitting at. As you can see, my laptop and everything else that I own out on the desk. Like, you do have to reserve these rooms, which makes sense, right? Because you would have a whole bunch of people sort of like hogging the room all day. But one thing about it is that all of the smaller rooms were already reserved, and there's nobody in any of the rooms. There's nobody in there. So what do you mean by that? I have physiology this morning, and so I'm gonna look at physiology, look through the slides, and maybe do some anatomy review. But I just wanted to check in and say, wow, we're here, we made it. It's the first day of classes, and I'm super excited to be a student again. It's the next day. Yesterday was literally insane. I came to the library. The day started off super smooth. Came to the library, studied for about an hour and a half, and then other things started to happen. I had class, and for some reason, I had an hour break between class. I actually didn't. I ended up going to study at a different place, so it was like so many people. It's okay. It was day one, and I feel like it's day one. It's fine. So it's day two, and hopefully I have a better plan. I only have one class today because my other class got canceled. And so I'm gonna use this day to like study and kind of have a more concrete study plan to make sure that I'm up on all the lectures and everything. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm back at the same place I was yesterday. This is it's so quiet, and I mean, it's only day two, but I haven't been in here where it's been a lot of people, especially in the morning. I don't know how it is like towards the afternoon, evenings, or weekends, but we're gonna figure it out. But yeah, so I'm gonna get some study in. There's a few other people that's supposed to be coming to meet me. We'll see if that happens. But yeah. So I just wanted to check in. I'm gonna do better about vlogging today so that you can really sort of get the feel of what it is to be on campus.
I think another thing that I also really have to learn is the directional movements.
Like medially, laterally. When she explained it in class yesterday.
Think of medially as your midline. So that's literally the center of your body.
Right.
And then when you move out, that's like lateral.
But like when she says like medially rotate your arm or laterally rotate your arm, that is so is it like the rotation?
So like she said,
abduction.
your latissimus dorsi attaches here. It can pull it here.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And
what kind of rotation is that you just did?
This is medial rotation.
Okay.
Right, so it's pulling that bone back this way. Your femur is back this way.
Okay, so like your arm like that.
Yeah.
A lateral rotation is outwards.
This exactly.
Yeah.
So my question is like, so if she gives an example of throwing a baseball, right? Like which muscles are involved in throwing a baseball, or if a baseball player has this lesion on this muscle.
Literally,
you get what I'm saying?
That's what throwing a baseball is the same thing as like giving a hug.
I felt though, like,
so
it was like you can feel these muscles like moving.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, that's kind of crazy.
When you think about it. So it would
you can actually feel them too.
Yeah.
It's like
y'all really be touching. I don't be touching that, baby. I just know.
I'm like in class like this to Jayla. Like
I was on my Terry's major. I was like, holy crap, that thing really does move.
Yeah. Like, some people are more bony, so you can, honey, I got a little weight on me, honey. You can't feel it.
I was gonna say low key, but even still, I was getting confused with the scapula.
The scapula. I'm I'm like, I know this is the sky blue, but what is this? But then I can feel above and below. That's what helped the
And then I was trying to figure out, like, because I've always had a very bony collarbone, right? So I was like, what are these two protrusions here called? They're the end of the clavicles.
Yeah.
There's a name for them. I forgot what it is, though. But I'm like, yeah.
So this is where the articulation. So this is
the sternum.
Your sternoclavicular right here.
Points, yeah.
What is the name?
Some work.
It is called the...
I feel like I'm never gonna finish this anatomy. It's just like, gosh.
It feels like that, but...
It takes forever. And then when I make it, I'm like, oh, that wasn't that bad.
Right. That's the thing. Once you get through, it's like, okay, get over it. That's what I'm feeling about physiology. Right now, like, my brain, you're scaring me. This is feeling like...
We'll talk about that later. That's what's really throwing me. Because we're talking about everything later. And then when you say it, I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
I love it. That's going to be my new motto in life. We'll talk about it.
Just call my...
I don't believe he brought me this far. I don't believe he brought me this far. I've been a terrible vlogger. Awful, actually. Because I wanted to do daily vlogs. And I'm realizing not super realistic right now because I haven't gotten my schedule for school down. And so we're gonna start with weekly vlogs, right? But yeah, so it's Friday. I think the last time I talked to you was Wednesday. And I'm sorry. There's nothing else that I can say. But anyway, I'm gonna try my best to record majority of today because this is the last day of the week. This is the last day of the week. But this week has been super busy, like literally with classes and getting adjusted to classes. One thing about grad school that's different than undergrad, or this program specifically, is that we have the same classes every single day. And so in undergrad, you don't have the classes every single day. You have classes like either 2 days a week or 3 days a week, like an hour and 15 minutes or 50 minutes. But these classes are every single day. And yeah, so it's a little bit different and I'm still trying to get like adjusted. But it's gonna be fine. Some highs and lows. Honestly, I'm really trying to not look at anything as a low because I was in the habit of doing that in undergrad. And so every time something wouldn't go my way, I'm like, okay, this means that I'm not supposed to be here. This means that I can't do it. And so I would get discouraged very quickly, and then that would carry me through half of the semester. By the time that I shook it off, I would already be like midterms, finals, trying to catch up, trying to get my mind back in the right posture. So I don't want to do that this time. So every little like mishap, every schedule change, I've been trying to flow with that and just be like, okay, well, how do I need to adjust? What do I need to do? What's tea? What's gag? And so I've been doing that. And right now I'm in a good headspace, right? So it's day 5. And so I'm just gonna keep doing the things that I know make me feel good. So I'm having my quiet time every morning. Going for a walk, like moving my body has been great. Drinking my water, eating. Like it would be times where I wouldn't eat breakfast, you know, I wouldn't eat lunch because I'm like, I gotta study, I gotta da-da-da. But girl, you can't do anything on E. But anyway, that's the plan, that's the C, that's the gag. That's where I am. I will try to record the rest of the day. So see you later. I'm going to wear my hair in a puff today because it's supposed to be 90 degrees. Not trying to deal with the heat and the bigness and my curls sticking to my face. Just not something that I'm interested in personally. If that's like your thing, for sure, go for it. I support you and whatever you do as long as it's not hurting anybody else. Girl, not the upper lip sweating. Also, what I want to try to do is to stretch my hair and then put it in a puff, because I be seeing the girlies and their puffs be really like stretched out. Not that it's just like they have a lot of hair, but their puffs be stretched out. So I'm gonna try to stretch my hair out before I put it in a puff, and hopefully my puff will be huge. So she seems stretched out, right? So now we put her in a puff. Let's start that process. A little water. We need some gel, baby. The Extreme honey, because you can get 5 gallons of the Extreme for 30 cents. And I feel like the Extreme works with more products. Like Eco was my girl at the beginning. Like she was a part of my natural hair starter pack for a very long time. But when I tell you she don't want to be with nobody but Eco, can't do it. Okay. Y'all, it's not looking like it's gonna be big, bruh. Pull her in. I mean, she ain't terrible. Wait, I ain't gonna lie. Oh, she's unraveling. I'm gonna see if I can tuck it, stay with it, and see how that does today. Ooh, somebody's coming out. She already done unraveled again. So this is the puff. What do we think? Still not as big as I wanted, but we're eating breakfast. What are we having for breakfast, you ask? Boiled eggs and hash brown. It's like nothing too much. One thing about it, boiled eggs is really gonna do it every time. We're gonna put a little salt on her. Next week is when our batch of exams start. I don't know, I just want to be like focused. I was talking to my mentor last week and she was saying that God's peace and your like anxiety and worry are running concurrent. So they're running at the same time. And so you can decide to step into the thoughts of worry and anxiety, or you can decide to step into God's peace, which is always there. And so I'm deciding to stay in God's peace. And it's not that things don't come up. It's not that I don't have thoughts, but it's just that I don't want to stay there. I don't want to stay there. Like I want to enjoy this process. I want to experience the experience. And I don't want to spend the whole time feeling like anxious and overwhelmed and, you know, nervous and worried. I want to tap into, okay, God, I'm sitting in your peace. Tell me what it is that I need to be doing. If I'm not doing enough of something, show me. If I'm doing too much of something, show me. And help me to find the perfect balance of school and life and health and you know, socializing and all of that. I just have to make sure that I'm tapped into whatever it is that God is trying to tell me to do. And that's what I'm going to do.
Tomorrow? No, I lied. Tomorrow we're doing Module 4.
Yes.
Thursday we're doing Module 5. The quiz is due on Friday after we've completed all the modules.
Yeah.
And then...
Oh, our lab is the first. So it's not... What is that?
No, our lab is the 3rd.
Okay, our lab is... So our lab is next
Thursday.
Thursday. Okay,
And mine was this week.
Yeah, me too. I literally think I wrote it down that way as well. So. Our exam is the 5th.
Today's my little cousin's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, little cousin.
Turned 7.
Oh my gosh. That's so cute.
Our exam is next Thursday.
Our exam is next Thursday.
It's time to get it in, okay? We
Yeah,
gotta start studying
for sure. Oh my gosh. So I literally didn't record anything yesterday because the day seems like it's going by so fast. And like I was also recording reels and stuff like that. Anyway, excuses. But I'm going to record now because I don't want to study anatomy at the moment. But if you pair something that you don't want to do with something that you like doing or are doing anyway, you're more likely to do it. So that's what I'm going to do. So we're talking about the pectoral and chest muscles. So you have 3 muscles: your pec major, pec minor, and serratus anterior. Your serratus anterior, it starts on your ribs and goes all the way around to the medial side of your scapula. Your scapula is not really like up against your body. It's held in place by this serratus anterior here. Raka, raka, raka. What am I looking at, bro? But it's giving humorous. It's hot in this room, bro. We're not even gonna write the whole word out, honey. So if you didn't know, your pectoralis, your pectoralis is innervated by the pectoral nerve. And sometimes that can get confusing, which is why I just forgot it, you know? So this is what it's giving for me. It should be able to medially rotate and then flex your arm, not your elbow, because it doesn't cross the elbow joint. So it should be able to medially rotate the arm and then flex. Give me T. Okay, medial rotation of the arm, flexion, adductions. Think about it. It's gonna also be able to adduct. This is abduction. Think about like somebody taking something away from you. Abduction, it'll be able to bring your arm back. Okay, so it's in between classes. We literally had a 45-minute break, and then we have classes from 12 until 4. So we had our first lecture from 10. It was supposed to end at 10:50, but we were behind on our lecture from yesterday, so he ended up lecturing till 11:20. But honestly, I was like, if it's gonna be on the exam, go ahead, talk about it, girl. Get it out, get it all out. I wanted to look at some more anatomy before class. Definitely in the process of trying to give myself grace for adjusting, but not being too lenient, too lackadaisical, you know, because we still have exams. These first exams, there are no practice games, no practice exams, right? It is 100% like, if you get this grade, this is the grade that you get. And so I don't want to be, I just want to make sure that I'm being mindful. So anyway, that is where I am.
Are you watching a video?
No, I'm like looking at the pictures, but I'm always trying to figure out like the way that the arm, this is anterior, this is posterior. But it confuses me. Well, it's like 2 days after that clip, and I am currently studying anatomy. But I wanted to come on here and end the video. Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you were able to get something out of it, even if it was just a laugh. I will see you in the next vlog. Pray that this anatomy exam goes well. That's all. Just, if you think about it, say, Lord, blast Barb's anatomy exam down to the ground, and then I will keep you guys posted. See ya. Surprise!
Happy birthday, dear Ryan. Happy birthday to you.
You know what?
I wasn't touching you, but if I want to.
So much. It really did. I don't know who. Fiona. Fiona. Hi, Travis.